Hello everyone. I hope you all must have watched the previous video of chapter number 1, our Earth, continents and ocean. Let's recap the chapter and do some retention of the content. We studied about the land masses of the Earth called continents and the large stretches of water which separates these continents called oceans. Now I want you all to draw a mind map and try to remember the names. Take a notebook and give the heading as Earth. Have a look at the slide and do it the same way in your notebook. We can memorize the names of continents and oceans easily with the help of mnemonics. Now what is mnemonics? Meaning the first letters of the words within a phrase or the list of words to be remembered are used to form a new name. A bit complicated, right? Let me explain you with an example. Now for example, if I write Roy G. Biv, that is a name used to remember the colors of rainbow. R stands for red, O stands for orange, Y for yellow, G for green, B for blue, I for indigo and V for violet. Isn't it a very exciting game which you can make to remember any of the contents which you find it difficult to remember? I think let us use this simple strategy to remember the names of continents and oceans easily. Now for continents, we can make a sentence like eat an aspirin after a nighttime snack. Eat an aspirin after a nighttime snack. Now I have highlighted the letters, first letters, so that you can name the continents accordingly. Now in the first word eat, E stands for Europe, N, it stands for Antarctica, aspirin, AS stands for Asia. In the word after, the first letter A stands for Africa, A for Australia. In the word nighttime, N stands for North America. In the last word snack, S stands for South America. Isn't it very exciting way to remember the names of continent? This will help you remember it easily. Children, we can use the same strategy to remember the names of oceans as well. Now we can make the word PESA to remember the names of oceans. P stands for Pacific Ocean, A for Atlantic, I for Indian, S for Southern or Antarctic Ocean, and A stands for Arctic Ocean. I hope this strategy will help you remember the names of continents and ocean. Trust me, try out. You will never forget this in your lifetime if you remember it like this. Now let us learn how to write a short note. Children, remember, whenever you write a short note on any topic, you should write at least 4 to 5 points about the topic given. Now I'll teach you how to write a short note on any of the continent or ocean if asked. Or you can remember the content easily if any question is asked from it. No matter however big the content is. But if you remember with the technique of graphic organizer, it will become easy for you all to remember it. Now there are many ways for graphic organizers. There are many graphic organizers. We can use one technique, that is word splash. You can also say it as a word web. Now for example, if we select the first continent, that is Asia, put Asia in the center, line out the arrows and think what you can write about it. Now first of all, you can write about its size, means it is the largest, it is the second largest, it is the smallest, whatever the size of it is. So first write about the size of it. Now if we talk about Asia, we can write it as Asia is the largest continent of the earth. Also you can write it, second point, as it occupies 1/3 part of the land area of planet Earth. The third point you can write is on its surrounding, meaning it is surrounded with what type of geographical landforms. Now if we talk about Asia, it is surrounded with the Pacific Ocean on its east, Indian Ocean to its south, and Arctic Ocean to the north part of it. Now talking about any peculiarity of the continent. Now if we talk about the peculiarity, Asia is the most populous continent in the whole world. Most populous means the largest population is in China and the second largest is in India. Now China and India both are the countries located in Asia. Coming to the next point, write about any of the attractions of that continent. Now if we talk about Asia, Mount Everest is the highest mountain peak in the mountains. Mount Everest is in Nepal and Nepal is in Asia. So this is how, in a very small and a short technique, you can remember about Asia at least 5 to 6 points and jot down as a short note. Or if any question is asked on it, you can remember in this technique and answer the question very easily. Children, I want you all to write on each continent, at least try to write 3 to 4 points in this way. It means which I am showing you, write it in a word web form and try to write at least 3 to 4 points on each continent and each ocean in your notebook, which will help you remember what you have studied and you can retain this way. This is a small worksheet, or you can say a small exercise on what we have studied. You have to simply write the names of continents given in the list of numbers and the names of oceans with the list of alphabets. You all have an atlas. See the map of world and try to solve the worksheet. I'll be sending you the PDF of lesson content in our WhatsApp so that you can revise the content, which will help you to make a word web which I taught you about all the different continents and oceans. Thank you, children.